the agreement that it's a gang. He said YSL is a gang, and he know people in this on this trial who committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
I'm almost certain Gunna's team is leaking it to his fan pages. I'm almost certain.
Yo, ain't got more hits than Kendrick, and you ain't damn sure ain't got more hits or anthems than me. You hard, why you tripping? And I ride past your house for sale sign up.
As the identity of the person sharing all of this snitching footage against him became clear, Thug lost it. The news item said, another clip of young Thug in the interrogation room is going viral. I made promises, said Thug. Anything you want to know, I'll tell you.
Listen.
Yes, sir.
Promises. Make promises. Just we'll keep promises. Whatever you anytime you ever think you want to know anything, tell me. I'll tell you anything. But don't tell the world.
What you got, bro?
Yes, you can.
Hey.
I don't have your number.
Well, give it to me. If you ain't giving it to her,
What ought to have been a confidential conversation was made public. Guns have been sitting on these jail phone recordings. For a minute, researchers noted, he ought to stop it right away in order to bolster our assertion that Thug is turning everything against everyone. Gunna might be a genius. He was so good at playing his hands that he would even go so far as to double down on this on broadcast.
I'm almost certain Gunna's team is leaking it to his fan pages. I'm almost certain, okay? I know they're not going to agree to it, right? But I'm almost certain that Gunna's lawyers pulled, because yes, when you're in the case, you don't have to go through a Freedom of Information Act or anything like this, and some of these things would even be available, or it could be challenged if you try to do a FOIA on it. But it appears all of these things may have been gotten from maybe somebody who was in the case that would request them, and it could have been something for the nature of an appeal or something like that, so the courts are going to give it up because you're a defendant. So for me, I can't tell why there is, like, where's Gunna's calls? Like, we want to hear Gunna's calls, right? And by the way, you could tell maybe they were both doing it to each other. There's a time where Thug actually says he has been having his lawyers review Gunna's call, and Gunna is on the phone talking to a girl saying, I love you, I'm gonna come home soon. And he basically even thinks that Gunna got out of jail early because he wanted, which, bruv, if that's the case, the streets is cooking.
Shortly after academics asserted that Gunna was the source of the leak, another video emerged. A purportedly leaked jail call from a young Thug has surfaced in which he calls QCPA rat and discusses Lil Baby working with him.
He did the same thing P did. Stood up in court. Man, that was wham. That was your ever get too, rocking with rat. Man, you be preaching about that too, man. You can't do that, man. That's a fact, bro. A rat, bro. I understand all that. Help put you on. Listen, man. A rat, I don't give what help. Give me $1 million. Man, you're a rat. Whatever you talking about. Imagine telling them niggas still beat the Kato.
Because, as many people believe, young Thug crashed out on Instagram Live as a result.
You can talk about these fake guys and fake houses with these pools and you can get put out of in the next 2-3 years and all that cheese. We ain't even gonna talk about none of that. Like, none of that is the topic of, I guess. Yeah, your spot out right now. You gonna put it on Instagram. I bet you put it on Instagram at your house, huh? On God. You blocked from your page. I'm on your from my fake page. Can't about the black me. I still see it. You post a picture. That ain't me on that picture. Lane green. The whole world been thinking that too, man. I'm finna say gonna say something about that, man. That ain't me with that skirt on with that hat. Man say he got more hits than me and Kendrick. Bro, your ain't got more hits than Kendrick, and you ain't damn sure ain't got more hits or anthems than me. You hard, why you tripping? And I ride past your house for sale sign up. Now you done went and took your whole money and put down on that goddamn house out there, man. And you couldn't finish paying it off. Now the lady that came took her shit back. Now your stupid gotta sell it.
However, believe that because Gunna's team has been making Thug seem terrible, his team is now leaking calls that make him look good. Thug explained that Gunna was the reason the prosecutors were able to make it a RICO case. The confirmation of YSL's criminal involvement came.
He gave the jurors
the agreement that it's a gang. He said YSL is a gang, and he know people in this on this trial who committed crime in furtherance of the gang. That means you did it. You saying, you see what I'm saying? You don't know nobody on this case. Yeah. That's a lie. That's a full-blown lie. I know individuals right. on this case that committed crimes in furtherance of the gang. Like you committed just so you can say slime bid. Like that's real. That's what RICO is. That's RICO. So if you get found guilty on RICO, you really you got a light up, and you are 100% right. You don't know nobody on the case. I ain't ever committed no crime. Duke ain't committed no crime. Yak ain't committed no crime. They're the only 3 people you know on this case. Ain't now one of them committed no crime. So who the f you talking about? You know YSL members on this case that committed crimes in furtherance of the gang. You just made it a RICO case. You just made it a case.
21 Savage called Young Thug in jail after Gunna accepted his plea deal and was released. After Thug voiced his disapproval, Durk and other rappers started trashing Gunna right away.
I ain't finna say nothing about you on the internet. I ain't finna let the world know I ain't with you until just say so.
But you know,
that's what they supposed to did. Like,
but ain't nobody
trying to go at him to get clout. Yes, they have. Durk
said something to him, but that's it. Like, Wham ain't doing all this shit. Like,
Wham unfollowed him.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just that little boy. That ain't really saying that to no. That's just like, damn, I'm disappointed, bro.
Yeah, but that's still.
But guess what? Though, that makes you.
Position is, man.
But
I ain't saying they wrong. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they jumped.
Plus, they had a conversation with you for that anything.
Yeah, but Wham did though. I talked to Wham so we get on the phone. Hey, you told Buddy them do that? All right, all right, stay lit. Same shit. I'm talking off top. Soon it happened.
We learned what other rap industry leaders thought about the Thug jail calls, though, because Charleston White was so happy that the Thug was.
I prophesied this. Right now, say TCV is looking at all this old videos. I told y'all Young Thug would go tell it. I told y'all. I'm always willing to bet with any rapper. If they keep Young Thug locked up 6 more months in the conditions he in, he'll tell to get out of jail too. They keep him 6 more months. Locked up in them conditions like that there, he'll tell to get out of jail too. He about ready to break. I told y'all, I am the new prophet. I thought, man, what is he doing talking? A 2-hour interrogation, and you mad that Yak got it. You mad at Gunna. Gunna don't have no interrogation tape, and everybody mad at Gunna. This is what I tell y'all, hip-hop is...
Charleston clarified the situation, though saying that he wants to destroy thugs and...
Say, listen, Atlanta, I know y'all love Thug, and I love y'all. But y'all just bear with me. I'm finna destroy Young Thug. He will not be able to rap no more. Woody, be quiet. Rollo, you know they wrong for how they did you. Lil Baby, you might as well stop hanging with Thug. Gunna, don't talk. Just stay back. Let me get this. I got y'all. Can't nobody beat me. I'm finna destroy. Thanks. Come on now.
But we also heard from a YSL member, as YSL Mondo came forward to express his opinions about Thug being revealed as a snitch. This gives us an intimate glimpse of the YSL crew's perspective on the matter.
I just beat him off a RICO. Come home, still talking about, oh, rat, da-da-da. Bro, that's God. That ain't nothing but God biting you back in your... Bro, because you probably been thankful that you just beat a life sentence in a RICO and came home and minded your business and been humble. But instead, you still coming out pushing the rat narrative, bro, and all that, this, that, and the third. Now, look, he came back and brought you bitch. But that ain't the key. The thing is, too, though, he brainwashed people. He still got motherfuckers on there talking about, and y'all heard it with y'all own ears. You got motherfuckers AI, and did that in the third, and, oh, he ain't rat on nobody. Bro, if you sit down with 12 and bust out and say these words, if y'all talking about, like, Gunna ratted from saying, yes, ma'am, you mean to tell me this not making a rat by saying, they said Rosco the bust up. And then a nigga, Rosco did 10 years behind it. And you just got on the internet tomorrow, didn't rat on you? Boy, so brainwash is sickening. Y'all need daddy figures and y'all just be sitting back waiting on something good, waiting on something to happen. Like, yeah, I'm gonna stick around, maybe they'll put me on, maybe I can get some out. Rosco, you the worstest. Twin, you worse than the rat itself. You did 10 years, Twin, behind Rosco. You did 10 years behind it, brother. And you just come on the internet and didn't tell on you when everybody just heard this man say your name a few times? You feel me?
The whole rap industry's disapproval of the Young Thug dismissing and unfollowing him only intensified. As more jail calls were made public,
this motherfucker Wayne from New Orleans. I'm from Atlanta. This was in Atlanta and I was in New Orleans. I said, what the f? That was so weird. This damn came to us. Honestly, I don't know who the f did. They said Rosco, but I don't wanna block. I don't wanna block out y'all case by saying Rosco didn't do that. They knowing Rosco? Man, bro. I'm like, you right, bro? But I don't know, because every day bro, I don't know. I honestly don't know.
However, caused fans to share their thoughts, with one tweet becoming viral that said, "Young Thug burned down bridges, came out of jail, released zero good music, and just got exposed for being a rat." This sparked an Instagram chat between Ral69, Whack 100, and DJ Academics over the jail phone talks.
And get what? On that call, I never even told you he turned wham against P, or he turned wham against all these other different people that he did. But however, you have found out it came off the phone call. But guarantee you ain't going for that line. Should be shunned just like us. The judge had shunned them, now the streets need to shun that. Guess what? That's what I'm telling you. The thing about sitting down there, coming on here lying, playing them, yeah, you telling your ass the truth. Just like I stand up, don't like that tell the truth. He hiding behind these motherfuckers masks, but get what? A mask gotta come off. You ain't gonna be able to keep that motherfucking mask on forever. You ain't gonna be able to keep throwing rocks and hide your hand. This is calm.
The others agreed with 6ix9ine, who'd even talked about it. Whack 100 also admitted that thugs had been suspicious for a while.
Young Thug came home and said, "Yo, buddy, you're a rat. Stop, act like we cool." Made another excuse. Nah, but his music fire. I said when he come home and say that Gunna told, y'all was gonna be like, now everybody, you see how every time it's something, every time?
And we like Thug though, man. Like somebody, yo.
Thug told, bro.
What?
He told before Gunna, 2015. Told, and this was crazy. Got caught with 2 or 3 sticks in LA. Now I'm trying to figure out where them cases went. He got coming out the Lowe's Hotel, the same hotel where Yo Gotti them had that bang out. Remember that bang out happened? Got caught in the Sprinter with 2 or 3 sticks. We ain't heard about that case. This was back then. He told my, and like Rollo said, what conversations did you have since?
But this led some to question whether Gunna and Thug are incompatible. Why is his YSL contract still in effect? Scholars have discovered the justification though, which is to provide Young Thug the opportunity to continue getting some of his tracks for the remainder of his life.
Gunna got out. You gotta remember, Thug is running this label from behind jail. Thug wanted this off the fucking label. There's a lot of paperwork there, and also you gotta realize they're not gonna release somebody from their contract because they snitched. They're gonna say, we're gonna make money off the snitch. We don't do that. I'll give you a little bit more tea. All that told by Boston Richie told, Future wouldn't do a record with him, but Future wouldn't drop him. You see how it's business at the end of the day. And I had these conversations with people that worked with the new regime over at 300/Atlantic, and they said, yo, what's probably gonna happen is that his contract is gonna get moved. So he won't be YSL. But no, in the history of time, we don't care what you do, they're not letting you go. They'll optically take you off the label, but they're never gonna say, we don't want percentage points on money you make.
But now that Thug is being called a snitch and 6ix9ine has said more about it on his own, everything has changed.
I just want to know where all the energy at. The Young Thug situation, I stood quiet 2 days just watching it play out. Watching what excuses the people come up with. Every day, every year, every time I come out, y'all move the goalposts further. Oh, nah, bro, it's different. No, it's different, bro. It's different. You told, like, before 12 in the afternoon. Like, that's a forbidden rule. You can't do that. No, bro, it's okay, bro, because he told after 3, like, bro, it's so easy. They tell you have the right to remain silent. Anything you get
used against you could be used in the court of law, whatever the case is. You have the right to call an attorney right now. You spoke for 2 hours. 2 hours. I'm not. It's me, the horse. Like, I'm not saying that. Y'all heard what y'all heard. Where's all the energy at? Why hear everybody quiet? Why Lil Baby, 21 Savage's Future? Why you not saying nothing?
Woody went on to describe the situation, saying that everyone should stay away from Young Thug because they can't trust him, which left the streets in utter disarray. The Thug will pull Lil Baby and 21 Savage down with him, he tells them.
Told them that. Gunna, but it was going over their head. It was going over their head because why? This ain't street. This ain't who they pretend to be. I said, leave Gunna alone. Gunna didn't do nothing wrong. Go look at Thug's interview. They said, why you didn't sign Lil Baby? Thug said, because I didn't want to pull Lil Baby in my... Hey, Lil Baby, I know you might be watching, partner. Got nothing to do with you. Get your money. Hey, we need somebody to win, buddy. It can't be you. Stay out of it. Hey, 21, y'all, stay out of it. Hey, because get what, bro? One thing I know about it, that ain't got nothing to lose, he gonna take everybody down with him. Trust me, when it's time for it to stand up, they gonna stand up. They can say what they want to say about me. They can say what they want to say about me. But I ain't did what nobody forced me to do.
21 Savage took the advice to heart right away, unfollowing Thug on Instagram the next day. But Woody's lack of trust in Young Thug is the cause of all of this. For those who don't know, Woody blames Thug for his snitching after being caught doing it years ago. According to experts, Woody used to defend Young Thug because he was being exploited, and he maintains in those interrogating films that Thug never paid for his legal representation. He then acknowledges that he is
no way you supposed to be in the interrogation room without no lawyer. That goes back to the beginning. That man got all this money. He's supposed to took care of all y'all. He's supposed to make sure all y'all were good. But it ain't his job to do that. That's me. I'm defending him. It ain't his job to make sure, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm so blinded, I'm so manipulated. It ain't his job to, you know what I mean, do that. You know what I mean? We knew what we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. Because if we knew what we were getting ourselves into, we would have never been in that. We would have never been in that at the beginning. I wouldn't. I didn't respect a lot of stuff. Still don't.
even asserts that his career was ruined and that he was deceived by Young Thug. Despite Khusro's allegations that he lied to the federal authorities, Thug persuaded Lil Baby to interrupt him. "You'll have to go through what Ghana and I went through," Rose says. "That gospel record is what we're waiting for." In his tweet, Thug says, "If you're a rapper and you rat, you just got to gospel." Roe mocks this statement. But Roe's explanation of his situation sounds a lot like Thug's recommendation that all rappers stop talking to Gunna. When others disagree with Thug,
These are so atrocious. Young Thug told everybody that Gunna was a snitch. I'm telling you this, I don't give a if you believe me. That's what he sent to. Or he sent a message to Dirk, Baby. There's a few other rappers that just won't call their names. Just because some of them just told me in privacy. All of them rappers start not fucking with Gunna, speaking out, they're chilling away. Thug got out, Gunna kinda hot. Ain't like you're trying to really jump and work with Gunna.
Thug responded by tweeting, "Do you see how I'm different from you? You didn't lie as your friend stated, asserting that Roe had told the truth. You exposed real people in reality. Someone was actually arrested for anything they did, as you indicated. When I said that we attempted to persuade the detectives that we sold Lil Wayne goods, I was genuinely mistaken, that we were not hostile to him. Do you notice the difference? In addition, you assured Fanny that you would testify on Lucci's and my behalf so that we may be released from prison." DJ Academics, however, disagreed on whether questioning Thugs counts as snitch.
If you ask me that somebody we like snitch, no snitch. Somebody we don't like, all right, we're going to look into it. That's how it goes. The first rule of did somebody snitch is do we like them? Keep telling y'all, it's better be liked than to be right. And let me tell you why. When we like somebody, we make them all top. He ain't tell. Yo, he mentioned his mans did the, but his mans. Yeah, but his man wasn't there. His man eventually. You know the favorite one? Yo, bro. Yo, is anybody even locked up because of that? Look, ain't nobody locked up. Yo, bro, he ain't snitch. Ain't nobody locked up because of what he said. How he snitch? You know what I mean? Third one. I love this one. This is like my favorite. He ain't snitch. Yo, he just spun the cops. Like, if anything, he did him a solid. He pointed them in another direction.
The question of whether someone is a snitch is entirely immaterial to the vast majority of music enthusiasts. It can occasionally have a minor impact, but no one cared about Gunna at all. Nearly no casual fan is worried about snitching.
Man, I ain't gonna cap with y'all, man. Listen, I'm having a absolute blast. Now, here's the thing. I'm a civilian. And I think rappers don't realize that most civilians don't care about snitching. We really don't care. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, I listen to King Von. I listen to... I don't want to people. And I don't care about... I don't even like... I don't like criminals. But I listen to the music. I'm watching the street right now. They're going through... Yo, everybody... Yo, they're having crisis management teams trying to figure out... Yo, they're fighting for their lives right now, man. Yo, who's a snitch? Who's not a snitch? It's a snitch off. This is great. Yo, I love when street have to prove themselves to us. Because we watching like, we really don't care, but sure, crash out. Go ahead.
When Young Thug's situation seemed dire, Peewee Rosco tried to help. Peewee is somehow supporting Thug against the charges of snitching despite the fact that Thug admitted to Peewee that he was the one responsible for the collision of Lil Wayne's tour bus. The text claims that Peewee Rosco reacts to an interrogation recording in which Young Thug is said to have disclosed personal information about
man, Jeff, clean his Listerine, man, clean his Ivory soap. You feel what I'm saying? I done the time, I did that. That's what you supposed to do. When you go in the interrogation room, that's what you do. He told you, man, we say the Wayne Carter. What's wrong with you? You feel what I'm saying? No, a statement is this right here. Lineup selective. That's him. He did that. He didn't do that. He did what a taxpaying citizen do. A real street. Kept it solid. Kept it overly real. You feel what I'm saying? Really tried to pull me out the hole. So, I don't know. You feel what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to the PR now, y'all don't remember when I was locked up. Now, let me just show you how the PRs and the internet selective politics. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep it real. When I was locked up and Jeff was locked up, we went viral when they was like, that's the type of friend you want. He was like, man, Rosco ain't told y'all that thing. Yeah, that's the beauty there. That's the right thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like all those, everybody is in the stateroom, in the interrogation room, and they gave statements.
According to certain fans, Rosco was paid by Young Thug to come forward and make this statement in order to save his career. After Peewee raised his voice, Thug admitted it, stating, "They didn't play my interrogation video in court because I helped my brother Rat wear it." He wasn't using the ruse, though, as he chastised Peewee Rosco for remaining silent about Thug, snitching the entire time and exposed Rosco.
And Peewee, don't forget about that story when you said it out your own mouth. How you did with that trans. Peewee Rosco, you know well not to mention me. Boy, you know I ain't got no sense. I ain't got no damn screws in my head, boy. You remember we was at the Sky House? Me, you, and Thug was sitting in the car, and that damn swap past, and Thug tapped you and said, Peewee, what's up with that? And you told Thug how you stuck your clean up in it. Don't get me started.